Pop quiz. Which member of the evil horde is very jealous, but also very beautiful?
Please subscribe. Toy box dreams tonight. Memories unlocked. Toy box dreams for life. Memories unboxed. Toy box nostalgia.
Howdy friends, and welcome back to Toy Box Nostalgia. I'm Douglas. In this video, we are going to be unboxing and reviewing and taking a super duper close look at the absolute brand new 2025 Mattel He-Man and the Masters of the Universe Origins Cartoon Collection style Catra. What a hottie, right? This is awesome. So this is based off of an episode of She-Ra the Princess of Power that's called Magic Cats. I don't know why. It's based off the episode. She doesn't come with any accessory at all, actually. She comes with another action figure of herself, which is in her cat form. So to me, this is just Catra from She-Ra Princess of Power. The episode's a lot of fun though. If you'd like to check it out, she ends up fighting She-Ra. She creates this big fissure in the ground by accident. She-Ra falls in and Catra's like, yes, I did something right. But you know the evil horde, how goofy they are. She fell right in. And apparently underground Etheria, she discovered that there is a race of cats that live underground, and they're like anthropomorphized and they stand upright sometimes. Some of them look like Pink Panther, like the older male cats. Mustaches that just make it look like Pink Panther. It's pretty rad. It's a fun episode, you know? And then they fight and stuff, and I don't know, it's just, the cat people think that she is their queen because, you know, she's Catra, she fit right in, right? But in reality, their queen was captured by Hordak, and yeah, She-Ra saves the day! Spoiler alert. When does she not save the day? Anyways, I'm just very excited to get another member of the evil horde. In fact, if you look at this wave, we have Faker, we have Leech, and we have Catra. 3 villains. That's really awesome to me. That's rad. I love that. And the evil horde stuff coming out is like the dream come true. It's coming to retail. I bought this on eBay. I paid a little bit extra for it just because I wanted to open it up early with you guys. I've just been really busy lately. Speaking of which, if you're new to Toy Box Nostalgia, you'd love to see more Mattel He-Man the Masters of the Universe unboxing content like this show up into your YouTube newsfeed, then please consider hitting that subscribe button. It truly helps out the channel. Thank you so much to all my subscribers. If you're a fan of the evil horde, if you're a fan of the cartoon collection action figures coming out from Mattel, if you're a fan of She-Ra Princess of Power, or something dumb like Toy Box Nostalgia, please give me a thumbs up. I'd love you so much forever for it. And please drop a comment below letting me know what you think of this action figure specifically. I can't wait to do a comparison between her and Tila to see how the head sculpt's difference. Why we do this. So thank you so much for joining me this evening, my friends, for this unboxing video. What do you say we just dive right in? Okay, my friends, here she is in that beautiful He-Man the Masters of the Universe Cartoon Collection style packaging, which we've looked at multiple times here on the channel. Up here at the top left, we have that hologram, which is part of the cardboard, not a sticker. I love that. This is an unpunched card, so we can see in between Hordak's eyebrows. When we flip over to the back, we can definitely see that we can view the artwork here in its entirety without the hole being punched. Again, I got this from eBay. The He-Man the Masters of the Universe logo is in super high gloss. It says Catra, Jealous Beauty, and then we have that beautiful Castle Grayskull. Looks like it's from Club Grayskull in the background, except it's very warm, and that's because the sky's on fire. You can see a bunch of bats in the background. Hordak's head's gigantic in the sky, just looming over Castle Grayskull, and looks very evil. This is such beautiful packaging. I love this part of these videos just because I love just looking at this. All of it is just beautiful presentation. On the bubble right here, you can see we have that beautiful crystal clear cartoon collection sticker. And then at the bottom right, we have the Mattel logo. And then, yeah, everything else is pretty much the same. These are now on heavier cardboard. It's a little bit heavier than what they previously were. Printed on, and flipping over to the back, look at this beautiful picture from Magic Cats. That is awesome. It shows Catra putting on her mask and transforming into her cat body. That's fantastic. The colors, the vibrant, beautiful image, the tone is just beautiful. Here are those cat people I was talking about before, and this looks like their underground lair. This is what it looked like. She turned into the cat. She just walked up to people and they just thought, again, that she was their queen. It was like kind of awkward, but you know, I don't want to give away too much. You should check out the episode if you're a fan of the show. Down here says modernizing and celebrating the original 1980s She-Ra Princess of Power animated series. Then we have our cross sale right here. We've already opened up Faker. I do have Leech sitting right behind me, and we have Catra in this really... What the hell's going on here? Sorry, technical difficulties there. Over here on the left, we do see two action shots. We can see Catra in her cat form, and then we also see Twist into powerful battle positions. Again, no accessories. She just comes with a purple cape, it looks like, and her mask is removable also, which I could tell just by looking at the front here. It's on top of her head. Down here at the bottom, we have the barcode in case you need it. And over here on the left says Mattel, empowering generations through play. That's awesome. All right, so let's get her out of this package. Okay, take a look at that. Look at the action figure here in the bubble, looking absolutely gorgeous. Very beautiful. There's 4 bands in there, 2 around her arms, 2 around her legs, and her cape sticks out of the back. We also have an instruction sheet, as we see right here, removable parts. We can remove the head, we can remove the arms of the shoulders, we can break the action figure in half at the waist, we can remove the hands at the wrists, and we can remove the bottom half of the legs and the feet at the boot cut. And again, this is simply to swap and remove parts, and it says that these are the removable parts. It says Mattel down here at the bottom right, and that's it. Let's take a look at this comic book here. We have looked at this already right here on the channel. We can see it's called Onslaught to Snake Mountain. Very cool. And I'm just going to flip through this in case you'd like to pause and read it, though I'm pretty sure you can find scans of this very easily online. So much evil horde. I love this. This is incredible. And then finally on the back, we have our cross sale right there. Again, we've already opened up Faker. Leech is behind me, and we doing Catra right now. Has the cartoon collection emblem here at the very top, and this consists of 6 pages total. Okay, so let's get this baby out of this bubble. Okay, very nice. Let's begin by taking a super duper close look at the action figure's details, my friends. I think the face is pretty much flawless. I love the paint application. It is razor sharp. It's perfect. Her makeup looks perfect. Her hair is a beautiful bright blue color. And her mask looks like it is a full mask. It's almost like a ring. Here's a profile. And then here's front. And then here's her other profile. In the cartoon, she has very sunken in cheeks. That's one thing I was really hoping to see on this action figure. She kind of has that, but not a lot. And again, we'll do a comparison between her and Teela from the cartoon collection. But her dress is very Evil Horde themed. That's awesome. Truly beautiful. She has bracers on her arms that match the Evil Horde red, as you see right there. The dress is a different red than the Evil Horde logo. The Evil Horde logo seems like it's a little more warm, like it has more yellow in it. And then she has plain legs, and she has boots that kind of look like She-Ra's boots to me, but we'll do a comparison between her and She-Ra also. Yeah, it looks like She-Ra's boots, but maybe just red to me. Her cape is a different color than anything else on her. Her eyes are a green color, and her eye shadow is like a bluish green color, and her eyebrows are painted black. And it looks like she has black eyeliner around her eyes too, and her pupils are painted perfectly. But this cape is a very soft material, and I'm pretty sure it comes off pretty easily too. I don't think you have to remove the head. Maybe you do actually. So this red piece, the collar piece here, which is also pretty soft, is part of the cape. So this is the cape. Fully with the collar and everything. You can see the collar is just another piece. It's just glued on there. And yes, just like a soft rubber or maybe a soft vinyl. This is what she looks like without her cape. Her mask, as I said, is just like a soft material, just like the cape, but it's like a ring. So I think you could pull it down on her face. Yes, you absolutely can. You can see her eyes line up perfectly with the mask. It's very cool. I wonder if I can get the mask off completely. Oh yeah, it just slides right off the head right there. And it's like a ring, to be honest with you. A very, very small one. But this is her mask and all of its details. I think Mattel nailed it. That's awesome. You know, it doesn't have, to me, it doesn't have to be 100% perfect because these are retail action figures, as I said a bunch of times. So to me, when I'm looking at this, I definitely see cartoon style Catra, and that makes me very, very happy. Yeah, so take a look at that. Perfect. Brilliant. Wonderful colors, wonderful paint application. The details are absolutely perfect to me. Here's the hair sculpt from Mattel. Again, it's a different color as the cape. It's blue hair. The cape is like a light purple. And her hair is also made out of a soft material, kind of like the mask or the cape. But it's very thick and very full. And she made a very large ponytail, essentially almost on the top of her head. So this is what her back looks like here, if you'd like to see that. It says Main Vietnam, and there's printing underneath that, so I'm curious whether or not this piece actually comes off. Yeah, actually it does. You take her apart at the waist, and it just slides right off. You can see she's wearing undergarments. But this is what her dress looks like in its entirety. Take a look at that. The sculpt is amazing. This is beautiful to me. It goes straight down in the front, cut very jagged, but very symmetrical. And just like in the show. And then it's shaped, contoured, definitely to her body. So this is what she looks like underneath her dress. So she definitely has an undergarment on. And the sculpt kind of looks like She-Ra's to me. As far as the pelvis goes. Just obviously cast in that red color. So this is red paint, painted on a cast of like a peach colored skin. Very, very light skin. Okay, so next up is articulation, my friends. So let's start with the head. The head has lots of tilt. Look at that. You can be very expressive with this action figure. Looks down really well. Doesn't look up very well just due to the hair. But because it's a soft material, you may be able to warm it up for photos and just kind of open it up. And she could look up really well if you did that. Moving down to the shoulders, they are on a peg. As we saw in the instructions, we can in fact remove them. And you can see that large Masters of the Universe origin style peg there on that huge hinge. So the peg hole points downwards towards the pelvis, just like in the male action figures. I'm going to snap that in and show you that you do get 360 due to that peg, and the hinge allows you to move the arm in and out. Moving down to the elbow, it's definitely on a peg, but it doesn't come out. And you can swivel, and there's also a very large hinge there. So you get a good range of articulation with the arms to be very expressive for battle poses, specifically cat battle poses, I guess. Moving down to the hands, it is on a peg. We could see that typical Masters of the Universe origin style wrist peg. And so you're going to get a 360-degree spin, and there are two hinges. Well, there's one in each, and it looks like this is a straight up She-Ra action figure, I feel like. So this one goes up like this, as though she can hold a sword in the sky, right? And this hinge on her left hand goes into her palm. I would have liked to see two that went to the palm, just so you can get like cat-like, scratching. She kind of acted like a cat a lot, and I would have liked to have seen that, but that's okay. Moving down to the waist, we swivel. And that's it. There's no ab crunch, and this does come apart. You can see that peg, as we already saw. When removing the dress, moving down to the pelvis, the dress does not really inhibit the movement of the legs or the articulation. We can see that typical Masters of the Universe barbell-style joint down there with the bar that goes across the pelvis and the two ball pegs for the thighs. So what that means for us is that we get an absolute huge range of articulation with this action figure, maybe more so than She-Ra just because of She-Ra's dress, and this one just being very short. Moving down to the knee, it's on a peg that doesn't come out, and we could swivel 360, and there's also a hinge. You can see the hinge right there, and you can see that you get a good range of articulation there also. Moving down to the boot cuts, because it does come apart and it's on a peg. Had to do that off camera. It was really hard to get that out of there, but take a look at that peg right there. Typical Masters of the Universe origin style peg, and there's the peg hole right there for the boot. You snap the boot in just like that. Moving down to the ankle, right? So we're going to have that hinge right there. which is awesome. So she could be standing, you know, on something this way, or kicking someone, or just pushing them down with her foot in toy photographs or in display purposes. And then we also have a 360 swivel, but also have a rocker. So if she were in a battle position, as though she's ready to fight Adora or She-Ra, you can get her legs to plant perfectly flat on the ground, which is wonderful for display purposes and toy photographs. So that is all of the articulation for this action figure, my friends. Next up is taking a look at her only accessory, which is just a different form of herself. We can see that this is a cat with no articulation. So the details look great, like the paint application's absolutely beautiful. To me, this really looks like Catra from the show when she turns into her cat form. And again, she does that by putting this mask on. That's why the mask is also on this cat. It's made of like a rigid, very rigid rubber, essentially. And the spikes, even though they are spikes, they're bendable. So I don't think kids would get hurt from playing with this. But there is an age requirement, I believe. I don't remember seeing it. We kind of just skipped over it because I was very excited to get this action figure open, but you have to be at least 6 years old, so that should be okay, I feel like. And then the tail is just very soft, just like this material. This is very dense, that's why it doesn't really bend very well. I would love to have seen some articulation, especially with the head, so you can have different poses for toy photographs of Catra in her cat form. That's kind of a bummer, actually, but you know, I understand this is technically considered an accessory to Mattel, so that's probably why. But anyways, that's everything. That is the comic book, the instructions, the details of the action figure, the articulation, and the accessories. I, for one, am incredibly happy with this action figure. I think what Mattel's goal was to create a, you know, cartoon accurate version at retail of Catra, and to me, in my opinion, they absolutely met that goal. This just looks absolutely beautiful, and first, I don't know why this action figure over Teela and She-Ra is just so much more expressive. Maybe it's just the way that she's painted, or her accessories, whatever. But yeah, I'm just quite happy with this action figure. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of a comparison before we go tonight. Okay, so I dug out my other female action figures from the cartoon collection specifically for this comparison. First thing I absolutely want to do is compare the faces and the face sculpts. Probably going to be hard to do on the camera here. Okay, so Evelyn's face sculpt is completely different, as we see right there, from the side profile and from the front. I like Evelyn's cheeks a little more. They're like just a little bit bigger and plump. When it comes to She-Ra, they're very close, but they are absolutely different sculpts. She-Ra's head's actually even bigger. Her eyes are sculpted bigger, and yeah, she just, wow, these two look amazing together. Holy cripes. But we could see that how much reuse there was, for instance. So the arms, I feel like, are reused. Not the chest sculpt, because this, She-Ra has this actually sculpted on. The arm bracers are the same. So the whole arm sculpt, I feel like, are the same with these two action figures. The hand sculpts are exactly the same. And you can see She-Ra also has that hinge on the bottom of her wrist. So these are pretty much the same in arms, right? Moving down to the legs are the same. The boots are the same. So the only thing that's new really with Catra is the dress, the chest sculpt, which actually could be Teela's chest sculpt. Yeah, actually her chest sculpt is exactly the same as Teela's. So if you remove Teela's top part of her dress right here, it's the same as the top part of the dress here. It looks the same underneath, just a different color. This one's white. And as I said before, take a look at that pelvis. That pelvis is definitely Teela's pelvis. Yeah, She-Ra's pelvis too, actually. So all three of the pelvises are the same. The difference is going to be Evelyn. The pelvis does look very much the same, but it's got that extra detail there sculpted into it. As far as reuse goes, these two are probably the closest, Evelyn and Teela, and then She-Ra and Catra, which totally makes sense because they're from the same show, and these two are also, even though they appear in the other shows, they're all from Masters of the Universe. But anyways, yeah, so that's a pretty good comparison, I feel like. And as far as height goes, Catra is the exact same height as She-Ra. So yeah, that's it. This is everything, my friends. What an absolute great addition to these women of Masters of the Universe, right? So this has been the Toy Box Nostalgia unboxing and review and super duper close look at the absolute brand new 2025 Mattel He-Man and the Masters of the Universe Cartoon Collection Catra. In my opinion, she's perfect. So I'd love to know yours, as always, so please drop a comment below letting me know now what you think of this action figure. Will you be picking this action figure up? Did you get your hands on an early copy? If you did, I'd love to see some toy photographs or collection photographs. Just drop me some Instagram handles and I'll definitely check it out. Thank you so much for sticking to the end, my friends. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your week. And remember, collect and shoot.